Buenos dias.
I'm muted. I muted myself. What's up?
Um, how are you there, Jesus?
What's the story?
Nothing much. Good morning, everybody. We have 15 minutes here till the open. How's everybody doing? Good morning, Lost One. Good morning, Jose Castro. Good morning, Spencer. Mark here. You guys just already just go right in with the ideas. You don't even say good morning, man. Remember, you talk to us for an hour every single morning. Like, come on, man. Act like we. Um, uh, Good morning, Sebastian. Romeo, Moroccan Technologies. What's going on?
What's going on?
Buenos dias, John T. Spencer. Oh, that is your good morning. I see. All right, let's get this tweet out and we'll go ahead and get started. Um, some interesting things going on this morning, but it's somewhat of a quiet morning here. Spies gapping up. It's starting to move up a little bit. Remember, Powell speaks in like an hour. Who knows what this Herb is going to say, but he does talk pretty soon here. Take a look at the Tesla here. It is gapping up small. Remember, this thing was kind of strong towards the close yesterday, and this thing is kind of a laggard here as well. So it hasn't been moving up as aggressively as before. Bruce is saying he's speaking now. Oh, so he is speaking now.
Oh yeah, 9:15. I think he started.
Okay. So let's stick around and watch whatever this Herb is saying. I think you got the Fed Reserve posting it on
There's a link in the
online
room
right
if you see
now.
it there.
There's a link in the room
I
here.
don't think there's
Anyways,
any Q&A though. I don't think it's anything.
yeah. So Lost One is saying pre-written statement saying he doesn't talk about the economy or rates. All
Yeah.
right. So who gives a shit? Okay. So now let's continue with the more important news. Let's take a look at this Roblox. Now, Jesus, I want you to talk a little bit about what kind of flow we've been seeing coming into this earnings report here. Can you mention a little bit about what's going on in
Yeah,
Roblox or what has been going on?
it's been even for a while now. It's one of the few names that was actually seeing a little bit of bullish activity while the market was in sell mode. And the stock kind of just was grinding higher every day. A few of us even attempted trying to intraday trade this thing, and there really wasn't a whole lot of movement, especially
Right.
initially.
Right.
But then as the market turned, uh, it was getting a little bit stronger. Now earnings, I
Right.
didn't look into the report, but I think subscriber numbers, something to that effect, was strong, right?
Yeah. Let me throw it up here. We got ahead of Wednesday market over to Roblox share shorts soared 17% after a company reported stronger than expected Q3 and sales results. Company lost 45 cents versus the 49 cents expected. Revenues came in a little bit more. Um, yeah, I mean, but again, what we've been seeing is these beaten down names like a Pinterest, like a Snapchat, like a D Dog, like
Yeah.
even the Netflix, like all that stuff change in character here once the earnings came out. And now we're seeing follow through even on that day of. So Roblox could be a good name. Jesus, they were hitting some flow on it too, right? Before the
Yeah,
earnings came out.
yeah. They were, again, initially when they started to buy it, it was with a little bit of time because they started to buy it. I think it could have been in September. I think they initially started buying it.
Wow.
And again, it was just a slow mover, and when they started to buy it, it looked like complete ass, right? If you
Yeah,
look back
yeah,
at the end of September after it
yeah.
made new lows, the stock looked hideous. So what I'm getting at is we kind of, because there wasn't much bull flow or price action out there, we kind of ignored the flow, right? You couldn't trade it intraday, wasn't enough momentum. But there was definitely, it stood out. You noticed it as well. They've been buying it for a while. There's been bull flow.
Yeah. They've been rolling from 31. Like we saw them
Yep.
buying 32s down there, 34s, 35s, and now you got this explosive move up. We're trading 41. So
Yeah.
again, another good reason here. Get your butt over into the steam room here so that you can get access to this information, flag some of those orders, really kind of create a swing plan for some of the names because this fucking swing trade, that shit worked like a motherfucker here. Another name that reported earnings this morning is the UPST. Now, this we've been trading,
Oh,
we've been actively
UPSD.
watching this for a while. UPST is down a motherfucking 8 points here off the open. This is bad. Let's take a look at the news here. Let's see what happens. Miss analyst expectations with revenue down 16% year over year. Next quarter's guidance came in lower, so they missed they missed top and bottom line, and they guided down. So that's
Across the
that shit
board, right?
that shit looks pretty
That's
ugly
the
here.
infamous what? I can't hear you. I'm having trouble hearing you. Stock. And most people know what I'm talking about. You may not know, Lucci, but a lot of people out there know exactly what I'm talking about.
What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't understand a
They
word
know.
you just said.
See how many people out there know what I'm talking about just by that one sentence of comments I made. And if you didn't see the clip, you have to see it. You have to
Okay,
see it.
you got to send me the damn clip because I'm over here
You
in the
remember it.
dark.
I'm sure you remember it. It's just you got a lot of things on your mind from pickleball to going out every weekend.
You know
That
what? I'm gonna go with some real wholesome shit right now because when my daughter was like 2,
yeah.
she couldn't say remember. She would say remember,
Member. Oh, I
and
thought you
and
just
I
sort of.
and I never wanted to teach her the right way to say it because she was the cutest girl in the world, man. She was like,
Yeah, yeah,
"You," she would say, "Daddy, you remember."
yeah.
I'd be like,
Then
"Oh."
they get then they get older and they make you pull your hair out of your head. Right?
Yo, then as soon as they start talking for real, that's it. It's just
Yeah, that's the problem.
down.
That's the
It's
problem.
just downhill.
Yep.
Mark Minervi. They're talking about Mark Minervi. Is
Yeah.
that what you?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. So again, I don't even want to. If you haven't seen it, I don't even want to ruin it.
All right. So I'm gonna
But
check it out. I'm gonna check it out
yeah,
today. Then
we'll dig
definitely.
it up. We'll dig it up for you.
Definitely. All
Um,
right. Let's take a look at the markets here again. Spy gap now small here, but this continues the up move that we've seen, and they're dragging out. They're dragging this out. Of course, put premiums are going to nothing. Um, Silvers was yelling at me the day that I put on my swing short, just because. And he was just saying, "Listen, if the VIX stays down, all you're going to do is lose premium." And it was a real fucking. It was completely true to this moment here. I mean, I sold everything yesterday. I sold everything. I tried to shoot on a short yesterday, real heavy. I thought I had it, didn't have it, and so now I'm starting from scratch here again. And a couple of names here that moved here off of the earnings here. Let's take a look at the WBD. WBD also had earnings, and again, this is Warner Brothers here. Disney, as you know, has
oh,
earnings tonight. Warner Brothers doesn't look too hot. And remember, Warner Brothers, if I'm not mistaken, has something to do with all the Barbie shit. So the idea was that Barbie, would really juice some of the numbers. Let's take a look at this. Said its streaming business swung to a profit, but lost subs in the third quarter while downturn in advertising weighed on its cable networks, whose assets include cable channels such as CNN, TNT, and HBO. Who I, bro, these conglomerates that are so big, the Disney and the Warner Brothers, there's no
yeah.
fucking way we even know like what they actually own, man. Like these motherfuckers own theme parks, they own everything, bro.
And
It's
what? So they all their
it's crazy.
business all across the board just deterioration's been going on for a while. Like the other one just reported too. It got hit, and these stocks have beaten up for so long. Paramount,
Yeah,
PARA.
Paramount,
Yeah,
Paramount, and that thing got smoked, if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken.
Look at it. All these things they've been
Right.
awful for a long time.
Yeah. So, and then Disney is obviously one of the larger ones. And Disney has been trading in a range from like 80 to like 70 bucks to like 86 for a while. And I still think this thing's going to 70 bucks. But again, like to trade it, it's a difficult trade. You got to kind of
Yeah.
swing it, trade it a little bit like
So now
Ronchero
that
does.
see what you're saying, that's exactly the frame of mind. We were talking about this yesterday afternoon. That's exactly the frame of mind that's out there in the market right now, right? So let's say you manage a book, right? You manage client money
Right.
and you need to put on exposure, right? Risk on exposure to the equity market. You caught flat-footed. You thought October there was going to be a crash, whatever the case may be. Now you got to scramble to put some exposure on because then you have to answer the clients why the market's going up and you don't have anything, right? What
Right.
are you going to do? Are you are you going to sell puts or chase an Nvidia or one of these tech names that are on an Apple, a Meta, or are you going to buy a Disney and sit there and curse it out for another 6 months? That's exactly what's going on right now. Is that nobody has an interest for good reason in all the other shit out there in the market.
Right.
And all they want to do, they understand they're chasing, but there's nothing else to get excited about. So they chase an NVIDIA, they chase an AMD if they get some good news. And that's what we're seeing. Now, the problem with that is it doesn't last for a lengthy period of time, right? When they stop buying these names, you got a problem where they're not buying anything else and then they sell the whole market.
Right.
So eventually they're going to have to rotate into other things, but you just exactly how you're explaining. You're going to buy a Disney? Are you going to buy a Paramount? What the hell are you going to buy right now if you need to put exposure on? You're looking for some risk on. Where are you going to go?
Exacto.
So that's the problem. That's the problem with the market. It's been the problem for a while. By the way, the clip, somebody just threw the clip in the actual Steamroom.
Okay.
So
yeah. Indeed. Think here is throwing out a couple other names. It's Take-Two and then Hood. Both of these two had earnings as well. So there's a couple of names that you can take a look at.
Let's see. Take-Two. Well. I like it. Oh, Take-Two up 12.
Take-Two is up. Take-Two is Call of Duty, right? Who's Take-Two?
Call of Duty and Red Dead Redemption, I think, were the two big ones, right?
So do you play that? Have you played
Red Dead? But I'm not a big gamer. But Red Dead, I actually picked up. I don't even know what possessed me to pick up the game. I saw somebody playing it on a clip or something. And I was like, wow, that looks sick. And I picked it up. And that's the one game I actually played. I got through. Other than that, I really don't play many games. I don't play games at all. I have a PlayStation here. My daughter uses it. She's not a big gamer either. But why, you play?
I mean, I used to play that Red Dead like crazy, but then those
games Red Dead, right? That's a great game.
Yeah.
And I was
the games get boring though. They get boring.
Yeah, well,
the second one and the third one. Now it's like, and guys, we got a minute here till the open, but it's like Assassin's Creed, bro. After the fucking third, fourth one, how much fucking jumping off motherfucking roofs am I gonna do? How much shit am I gonna do here, man?
See, I didn't play the one prior to that. So that was my first introduction to Red Dead. Maybe that's why I enjoyed it so much more.
Yeah. All right. So let's keep an eye on the market, see what's going on. As you can tell, buyers are getting obviously a lot softer. It's not as clean as the moves up, but I'll be looking for dips to buy and obviously just kind of hanging out here. Roblox, I'm definitely going to pay a lot of attention to, see if I can catch a dip. It's already trading about 40.25 off the open. Maybe I can get a pullback here and try to buy a dip. So let's see how these options open up on the Roblox here. Let's pull up the 41 calls. They haven't opened quite yet, but let's see when they open here. We'll also keep an eye on the Tesla. Tesla, again, is a laggard, so maybe it starts to move as a result here.
Yeah, Tesla caught a little bit of bullish play yesterday, and it started to act better into the afternoon. But kind of like you said, probably just looking for a laggard that hasn't ripped already.
Right. And then, of course, I want to keep my eye on the Pinterest, the Snapchat. Snapchat yesterday traded up to about $11, and here it's trading about $11 here again. The Pinterest kind of pulled back. So these couple of names here, definitely watching here. Roblox options opened up. The 41 calls opened up at about $1 here, which is impressive.
Now, is this something that you're looking to play like you played the D-Dog yesterday?
Exactly like that. Exactly like that. Same setup.
Yep.
Same setup. You just go off the fact that people need to cover their shorts, and
right.
New buyers want to kind of come in, shit like that.
Gotcha.
Yo, oil, another day down.
Yeah, it's been getting lumped up of late.
Shit looks bad.
Okay,
there's your Tesla dump. But then here's your Roblox here, 41, and somebody put a 20,000 share bid up here. Damn. The option here is already flying here. We could have gotten 80 cents here, trading $1.40 now on this option. Well, you're going to have to wait for another dip here. All right, because I ain't going to chase this shit.
Yeah, you got a lot of the stuff that looks good is in chase mode already.
Mhm.
We'll see if they
Mhm.
start moving into laggards. They have been reluctant to do so.
Yeah, I think overall here today's going to be a much slower day for me. Um,
And
put too much
the
risk in it.
chatter is probably we stay to the bullish, lackluster side with VIX
Yeah,
suppressed
yeah,
into
yeah, yeah.
Expo, November
Absolutely,
Expo.
absolutely. D Dog here back to 103 and a quarter. Yep, and again with if you get no selling on that the Fat Man stuff,
Yep,
that's your
that's the
further
whole key,
example.
right? If they don't sell those, where's the market going to the
Yeah.
downside? Nowhere.
Take a look at the Google. Maybe you get a rotation here into Google. Remember, you're going to get rotation, rotation, rotation. Take a look at Apple. Take a look at Apple, up 1.5 here. So you're continuing to get some moves up here on the Apple.
That's been a nice rip in Apple.
Where's the Boeing? Boeing 192. Nice. Roblox was a clean one. That was a double off the open right there.
That was a double off the open.
Double off the open, even more than that for the Roblox 41 calls.
Holy shit! And what did the stock move around?
About 1.5, maybe less.
Uh,
Maybe less. See if we can get another. See if we can get another dump on Roblox. That's honestly the best idea I got thus far. Snap and the pins are just kind of chilling. Tesla here is fading a little bit. 42 now. 42 now on the Roblox. I mean, they're coming right the fuck back in this thing after months of doing nothing.
yeah, no, I'm long gone out of that Alexa DVA. I saw that pop. Why you still have it? Did you hold on to something?
Forgot about that UPST. UPST is kind of flat off the open. Roblox still going 42 and a quarter. That's now a triple. That is a triple. Wow.
A triple.
Wow. Wow. I hope some of you guys were able to catch it. Tobias is talking about thoughts on AMC. Bro, short it. Any pop, short it.
Short it.
Any pop, short that shit. NVIDIA here is trading 462. I'm not trading that thing today. Oh, we forgot about that Microsoft. SPY fresh highs. Microsoft here, 363. Remember, all-time highs from July or 52-week highs was somewhere around here.
It's amazing.
Somewhere around here. Take a look at treasuries here. Treasuries are up, looking nice.
The small caps are bleeding already.
One IV is talking about the Tesla here. Maybe you dip by the Tesla. Maybe. I'm not that big of a fan. I ain't that big of a fan. Yo, that FCNCA, it never sold off either.
Oh, look at the hood. It's taking a bad today, huh?
Hood had the earnings there. Yeah. UPST, maybe you catch a down move on that UPST. Down to 21 here. Maybe. Options here are going for $1. Maybe. All right, that Roblox here pulling back a little bit, but not really. You only had one chance to really hit this thing at 41.40. Now it's already back to highs. Damn. Shit's moving quick here, this Roblox. Yo, as soon as I touch down in Vegas, bro, I'm gonna hit Reef. I'm gonna hit the weed spot, buy a bunch of shit.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna hit the casino, man. I'm gonna pull
hit the craps table, right?
I'm gonna pull an all-nighter, bro. Poker,
yeah.
craps, poker, craps,
poker,
blackjack.
No, the craps table.
Yo, I get up nice.
Oh, you play blackjack?
I relax a little bit on the poker and the blackjack tables. I get up nice, and then I hit the craps.
Then you hit the craps here, yeah.
And I hit the craps table. And then all I'm looking for on the craps table is just look for a little run. Just give me a little run.
Table, exactly.
Just give me a little run.
little sluggish here. Flow wise, I'm not really seeing too much. Affirm, they didn't report, did they? Affirm? Affirm, you got some put action there.
Really?
Oh, maybe because of UPST, it's getting hit here.
Yeah.
Could be that.
Yeah.
Right?
UPST, you got a little bit of a pop here on the UPST. Remember, the Roblox here is still holding up real nice. Tesla here is kind of fading. I wouldn't fade it, though. I wouldn't fade any of this shit yet. Amazon here did just drop out. Did just drop out. You know, I'd even look for a fucking dip buy here.
Tesla fade.
AMD all the way back to 114.
Oh man, that thing doesn't stop.
AMD 114. Remember, this is the area that it couldn't break out from yesterday. Well, it's the same area. You got UPST bouncing. AMD almost at yesterday's highs. Roblox here. Now is your bounce play. Let me go super small on the Roblox here. Super small.
Super small. Don't follow me. Tell them.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Don't follow me, guys. Don't follow me. AMD fresh highs. Fresh recent highs here. Could run. Be careful, though, if you go long. Keep it tight. Let's take a look at the AMD options. 115s are going for $130.
Yeah, I just posted the active lines in AMD.
Okay.
Saw some nice action yesterday. A couple of sweeps, decent size. But that's such a, 95 to 115 in a straight line. Like
Straight line.
It's unbelievable. Really, in a straight line. Didn't even stop for a cup of coffee yet.
Cup of Joe.
Cup of Joe. And Microsoft, same shit, right? There's no breather in it.
Microsoft, no breather on that thing. Check out the Roblox here. Roblox here kind of fading here. Microsoft here fading a little bit too. But again, everything's just going to come back. AMD is going. They want 115 here. The options here are looking okay. The 115s are moving. 115s are moving. I'm going to buy some more Roblox, but again, this pullback here is a little bit creepy.
A little bit creepy.
AMD still rolling. SPY here going right back to highs. I don't think it cares. Shopify and Melly have been really just kind of stale. If you take a look at maybe some of these oil names here. XOM is actually green. CVX is actually green here. USO looks like it might be curling up here. Let's take a look at some of the banks. Banks are doing absolutely nothing. Meta's flat. Amazon, Google are now absolutely flat. Let's take a look at that Roblox. Roblox under 40. Under 40. You only get one shot at it, and it says, nope, I'll see you later. I'm going to buy another 20 of this, average in, and then hopefully just try to get out for break even. SPY doesn't look that hot.
No. The heat map it looks like the same shit we've been looking at every day.
Fresh lows on that Roblox here. I'm going to buy another 10. But again, this looks like it's got fucking way more sellers than it's got buyers right now. I'm going to buy another 10 on that Roblox. Again, do not follow me here. Do not. Tesla, you're bidding back up. Where's that AMD? AMD 114.90. That was a good one. There's 115 on the AMD. Fresh lows on that Roblox.
Delta.
All right, I got 100 now. The Roblox here. Let me put some limits out to try to get out of this for a smaller loss. My cost is $1, so I'm going to try to get out at 95 cents here for 50 lot. Let's see if we get hit here. We just got a bounce here. Right now, I just got picked off for the 95. Right. So that's a much smaller loss. And let's take off the rest of it for break even. That is how you manage a shitty idea and a shitty trade.
Yeah, unscathed.
Thank you. Thank you. 115 on that AMD.
Jesus.
115 on that AMD, yo.
Rivian CEO in a press interview saying average vehicle sales prices are trending up. Review India Victor November.
That AMD was smooth.
Yeah, right from the get-go. Had that huge update.
Back to the drawing board here. Let's take a look at the AMD here. AMD 115 and a quarter here. If anybody who bought that 115 call here, I mean, taking some profits and rolling is not a bad idea. My boy next to me just bought some 460 puts on NVIDIA. I will absolutely not follow him.
I heard him. You got an upside niner that's an exhaustion signal in Amazon today after that nice run.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
So maybe takes the time for a breather here a little bit.
Yo, Natalia, el SPY waited. ¿Tuviste eso? ¿Por qué? Tú puedes conseguir una razón.
You got a bullish earnings bet for Twilio, TWLO. That's an interesting earnings.
There we go.
Tonight.
Max here was talking about short and Roku. If you take a look at Roku, I mean, it kind of looks like it's kind of.
You got a little XLE bounce sweep weekly, small one.
Rivian CEO goes on to say their R2 prototype is expected to be shown in the early part of 2024.
AMD just bucked the if you didn't take that profit, now you're back to cost here on the AMD. Notice the UPST here coming back here. We're trading 22.5. Snap here, headed back to 11, but again, it's trash. Tesla here, trash. Most names. Let's take a look at MasterCard and Visa. MasterCard's still ticking up here. Visa kind of chop mode. If you take a look at the Roblox here, Roblox kind of trying to climb back. Maybe we should have held some of it, but no. About to take a break even right there. John Smith is talking about that AMD support. Man. Spencer was talking about that. Meh. Spencer here was talking about that SMCI this morning.
Good luck, what's that? That's been quiet, right? Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a little spunky today.
Careful, Coop.
Oh, the semis.
XLE, trash. GS and banks here, trash. Let's take a look at that Schwab. Remember, it had some interesting activity on it yesterday, and it didn't do much. Let's take a look at Apple here, 183. Remember, I also had some news on it yesterday, which didn't fucking matter. They just used to push people in short. Motherfuckers. Let's take a look back at that Roblox here. Roblox here climbing back. Maybe we should have held some. I'll take a lotto on this. I'll take a 25 lot on this. I'll stop out at $40 and then see if we go back to highs on the Roblox. But as you can see, guys, I'm going to chill here. We got some Momo scanner, active signal. We got GEN. Jesus, can you cue that up for us? Set it up for us. What's going on?
GEN is one of those spec names off of earnings. I think they reported yesterday. Let me see.
Okay. Can you also refresh your Momo scanner there?
Oh, it's not refreshed?
Yeah, it definitely doesn't show GEN.
Why is that not doing that? Got stuck? I don't see GEN on my screen.
Yeah, I don't see it on mine either. So who popped up that signal there? Let us know what's up with the GEN, or if maybe
GEN had some action. What was it? Not yesterday. It might have been the day before, Monday. I think they reported earnings.
so.
But it had a nice pop. I think it was yesterday.
All right, let's disregard that for now until we hear from the boys. TLT at highs. TLT's at highs. Eamon's is saying wholesale inventories at 10 o'clock. So we got some news coming out small there as well. Let's take a look
You
back
got
at that
some
Roblox.
bond auction again today. I think the big ones are later in the week, but you got another one today.
Okay. Okay, Momo Scanner has SPR. SPR. Okay.
Oh, SPR. Yeah, I saw that. SPR.
Yeah,
SPR is down off earnings.
So
Here's the
the
action.
reference price there was 21.77. I don't know if you come in here and start chasing this fucking thing, but take a look at that one. Roblox here, just ticking higher slowly. Ticking higher slowly there on the Roblox. As you can see, Biagio. That's not how it's going to happen. It's going to happen when you least expect it here.
That airline alert's going wild. LVP, ALK.
D. Vodges is getting long Spirit Airlines.
Oh, jeez.
What's the ticker for Spirit?
Save.
Oh, maybe
Save it.
because the
Save it from death.
Where's the video? Video for your fresh eyes. Did you cover yours?
Yeah, I got out flat when it did.
Good.
We
Good.
got some more of that SPR November. Stock's not a huge mover. It moves with Boeing.
It moves with Boeing.
Is he talking about this Spirit or the other Spirit?
Nah, he's talking about Spirit Airlines. Homeboy and D. Vodges.
I think the name of this company is Spirit.
Trading session stocks are once again pushing out to new highs here at 43.89 in the S&P cash market. The Nasdaq Composite up 28 and the Dow up 82. The
Buy
10-year
fresh eyes.
around 455.
Good cover.
Down 2 basis points from where we closed yesterday. Yields across Europe are trending lower as well. The Italian 10-year BTP down at 6 to the German 10-year Bund, which is down 3.5 basis points this afternoon.
Well, guys, as you can see, I haven't done much
European
here.
equity markets are in the green as well, led by the CAC
Cacaron.
up about 1% along with the Euro stocks. The DAX is higher by 0.8%.
Yeah, that Roland Hood. Goldman is some flow. Let me see. I thought I saw something there.
Yeah, Goldman 325. I mean, it's meh. I wouldn't.
It looks like they're moving some stuff around March.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
chase
to
this.
March.
I wouldn't chase this at all. Roblox here is having a tough time at 41. Let's check back in with that D-Dog here. Let's check back in with a couple other names that were moving yesterday. The D-Dog, the Snow. Snow here is fading. Let's take a look at that Netflix 436, not doing anything here. Let's take a look at the Melly, the Shop, not doing anything here. Peloton here. Peloton still nothing. Nothing. Let's take a look at ARC. 40.5 on ARC here. They faded some of that ARC, probably because the Tesla here is not performing that well. Let's take a look at the Meta here. Meta fading a little bit, but again, it's not a fucking short. Amazon fading a little bit, but it's not a fucking short. PayPal and Square. Let's see what's going on here. Square again holding up. Most of these names holding up. Let's take a look at that UPST. UPST did pop off the open. Again, I mean, it's still down a shit ton here. AMD, Fifth 115 on that AMD though.
Yeah, the overall market still just grinding higher here. CUTR.
438 on SPY.
There goes the VIX. Down a little bit more.
Check in with the Momo scanner here. Remember, they got the SPR on the Momo scanner.
I mean, it's not already a decent move. It's not a big move in that stock. I don't know how much I mean, it is down off earnings. So
Right.
maybe you get a bigger bounce.
All right, take a look at this WBD. Remember, it reported earnings this morning, and it's still fucking weak here. Disney here is still kind of holding. Some $200 call buyer here on Roblox here just popped up with 200 contracts to buy at 123. Is met with sellers here though, so if you take a look at this tape on the option here, you can see they're on both sides of this thing. So that kind of lends itself to maybe you get that slow move up. Mark Spencer is using several exclamation points for his SMCI. Yeah. I mean, SMCI is a runner, man. I mean, usually when it does run, it runs like 10, 20 points here.
Yeah.
So, Spencer, do you have a position? I mean, if you don't have a position, I'm going to slap the shit out of you, bro. Using all those fucking exclamations. And you ain't even got a position. John Smith is calling out AMD 116.5 and 119s. I remember yesterday you were talking about it's going to hit 119 today. And now John Smith's singing the same song today. I will vote no again. Let's actually take a bet here. Let's take a bet. Guys, take a look at that Roblox. 4130 on that Roblox. Let's see if we get to highs. NVIDIA trading 465. No surprise. Every short in the motherfucking world stuck.
Apple in the money weeklies.
Man, I'm hungry already, bro.
You didn't eat any breakfast? You don't eat breakfast?
Nah, I don't eat breakfast.
Yeah, I'm not a big breakfast guy. I used to love breakfast, but now coffee, just coffee.
I had a shake, though.
What?
I had a shake, though.
Oh, I thought you said you had a shit, though.
No, I haven't had one of those yet.
NVIDIA highs, all the same shit.
Yep. If you notice the AMD, if you notice the option on AMD, even though the stock is trading higher, the option is slowly losing premium, like a good amount of it too.
That
yes,
sucks.
I played 2 hours of beach tennis this morning. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And then it started raining like crazy. But dude, I saw the most amazing sunrise today, bro.
Yeah, nice.
Oh man, it was fucking gorgeous.
Did you post it on Insta?
I did not post it. Did not post it on Insta.
NVIDIA 470s. What are the weeklies? Weekly 470s.
NVIDIA weekly 470s. I kind of like those.
What was it up right now? 6?
Yeah, it's up 6. Yeah.
Like an ATM machine every day.
Yeah.
5, 6.
Was there a good amount of money that came in on that? NVIDIA
Yeah, those weren't that cheap because they paid $365. They just posted the order, about 200 grand, 190.
Paid $3 for that option. Let's take a look at this option here. Just keep it up to 470s here. They paid $3, and the option's already trading 4.
Yeah, somebody just took out 397 there on that same line.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so somebody bought more.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 2 sweepers on that NVIDIA here. So that's probably going to pop up on the scanner there, just as a pendiente.
And yet, let me see. I think somebody just paid 4 and change. Are they 4 and change now? 405 they took out.
405. All right, so that's 3 orders in a row. We got some NVIDIA Momo scanner here, guys. Got the NVIDIA Momo scanner here. All right, let's see if we can get a dip on that. Let's see if we can get a dip. Let's see if we can get a dip.
Oh, look at this. Like Eli Lilly, November monthly 620s, $500,000.
Oh, that's back to all-time highs on the Eli Lilly. That's back. By the way, if you take a look at Eli Lilly, fucking thing looks smooth.
Wait, is that new highs again?
It's almost back there.
Wow.
I heard from Polish Central Bank after that.
Here's that order.
Saying they further decisions will depend on data and on the CPI as well as the economy. They're targeting.
See, like names like you can't play the equity on these names. It's impossible. How you can play the equity on $600? I mean, if it rattles off 20, yeah, Eli Lilly, that's a monster. That thing. Look at that thing go.
Man, the second we get a bit of selling, second we get a couple ticks down, you're like, oh, huh, huh, huh. This motherfucker wants to cook that short. EJ is talking about that Starbucks. I remember when they came out with the earnings. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. This Roblox is shit. Let's go ahead and bury the Roblox. Let me just go ahead and get rid of this shit.
Yeah, I mean, but what are you gonna do? D-Dog, you caught nice. Some of these chasers, right? They're gonna run out of steam. There's no, and you can't pick and choose. It's impossible to pick which one's gonna run out of steam and which aren't. But that's the risk when you're chasing these things after they've been up 5 straight days.
Right. Here comes the spy program down. Spy program down, which will most likely be retraced. In fact, you should buy it. You're probably not going to do it, though, because you're a fucking punk. NVIDIA here, I got 20. I only got 20, so not that much. I'm looking for a dip buy on that.
Lilly. More Eli Lilly adding.
Man, the Eli Lilly, remember, it's super illiquid. So when you see option sweep on that thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, there should be a little reaction off this buy, no? Yeah, there is.
Yep. Let's take a look at the Eli Lilly. Maybe we just buy 1,000 shares on that Eli Lilly and call it a motherfucking day, man. This is one of the strongest stocks out there.
That's what I was just asking you. Is it worth, do you think, buying 1,000 shares of that?
Yep, absolutely.
It moves like that?
I bought 500 shares in the market. I ticked it up about a point myself. You can thank me later, you fucking herbs. All right, so I'm long the Eli Lilly. I got what the fuck do I got? I got some Eli Lilly 500 shares. Okay, now the NVIDIA pullback here is quite interesting. We got it on the Momo scanner, but the tape now has kind of changed. So, we got to wait for these buyers to dip back in on this. Roblox, I'm out. Rivian crushed. Wasn't it up this morning, bro?
Rivian, yeah. Oh, maybe he means crushed. Oh, wow. Look at that. What a dog.
I thought that shit was up this morning.
It was up this morning.
UPST. Take a look at that Roblox here. Back to highs on that Roblox. Well, not completely, but working on it.
All right, so, I mean, you see the improvement in the flow. Again, I'm grasping at straws here, but better than what we were seeing a couple of weeks. There's cleaner action out there. I mean, so far this morning, as far as not new names, but you got SPR, Eli Lilly, that at least you could see they're making plays on.
Fade here on the NVIDIA so far. I'm up a little bit on the Eli Lilly, but again, that being up on the Eli Lilly doesn't mean shit because that thing moves insane here. You're short? You're short NVIDIA.
I got back in.
Okay, so where are you holding to?
All right, I'm looking for it to come back down to 462.
Okay, now what's your sign to get out?
My sign to get out if it makes a new high.
If it makes a new high.
If it trades back above 466.
Corvo, that's small.
460 for Friday.
Somebody was asking about that NU the other day. You got a cheap sweep there. NU, Nancy, Utah. Apple, seeing a little protection. We should start seeing more of that as these things.
Yeah, take a look at Apple. Take a look at Apple. By the way, take a look at Roblox, guys. Back to $1.40 on that. Roblox is almost back to highs.
Is Apple an upside niner? That's got to be close, no? Oh, it had that little stutter step that broke it up, maybe.
This Nvidia did not work. Where do those Apple puts? Those were out to January, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so Fat Man today is finally looking a little soft.
You think so?
Looking a little soft.
We'll see. Fucking fat man names.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so SPY almost red. All right, let's go ahead and bury the Nvidia. That trade did not work.
Nvidia was that? Oh, it's fading.
Yeah, it's fading.
Yeah.
I covered half. Still got another half.
VIX bouncing a little bit. You got VVIX showing a little strength this morning, so not really confirming any rally today. Oh, we're not even rallying. Oh, we're just flat today. Messy.
Yeah. Okay, so now 437. We are one handle away from going red here. Meta looks like a little weak. Google looks like a little weak. Nice, Coop. Nice, Coop. Coop here is short the Nvidia. Silvers is saying lowest IV for the day in the past 10 weeks on SPX. We won't go anywhere. Great call. Great call, my friend. CVX do lows. No longs for me. Emans is saying all shorts as we were bumping against the upper end of the wrecking ball range. Spires, you can see here, still holding down. Let's take a look at this Roblox here again. 4140. Roblox holding really well. Really well. It's getting a solid rotation here today. Man, I'm going to close my eyes for a second. Guys, I'll be right back.
Well, this guy. I don't know how he does it. Again, when I mean the flow being cleaner, I mean that we could start making sense out of things again. You know, doesn't mean bullish. Just means we'll be able to pick up on whether they're rotating legitimately into anything else and buying something that's not a mega cap. A magnificent 7. Six puts. When are they getting bought out? 6? I think so. As far as underneath the hood internals, nothing really major going on. Credit looks okay. VIX, quiet. And you got a little VVIX strength this morning. Something to keep an eye on. What's the daily look like on that? Is that day?
reportedly U.S. lawmakers are urging President Biden to hike tariffs on Chinese vehicles.
Huh? What's a Chinese vehicle? 6 Fun. Oh, merger. Right. What fun? SPR, you got a little more tacking on. These are Decembers in SPR. Just not a big fan of that name. It's like a Boeing's stepson. But if you like it for a bounce, definitely legit action there playing bounce. Meadow rolling. We desperately need some consolidation. Forget about a pull, especially in the extended names. When's monthly expo? Next week? Please tell me next week. Because if it's 2 weeks, forget about it. Here's a look at some of the sectors this morning. Industrials, technology, real estate, which was the strongest group last week, weakest yesterday, catching a bounce. And utilities, energy, and cyclicals. It is next week. All right, that's good. That's not that bad. We're halfway through this week, and then next week, VIX Expo, I think, is what? Wednesday? Maybe loosen things up. Otherwise, we're going to try to stick with names. Again, there's only a few names that are worth even looking at right now. Twilio, you got some earnings action there for you degenerates. Let's see, what are they playing?
Guys, that Roblox was the one.
One what? What'd it do?
Take a look at it.
Hold on. Wait, what?
Okay, shit just hit 42.
Oh,
42
came right
on that
back.
Roblox.
Oh, yeah, because I thought you meant fade because it was fading, right? Look at that. Back to highs of the day.
Yep, nice dip by there on SPY again.
Now, would you ever revisit and try to buy that dip, or once it runs out of gas initially, you're like done with it?
No, the dip's still working. So I had a 25 lot. I don't have it anymore. I wouldn't buy up here, but yeah, dips are working.
20 minutes to the weekly DOE petroleum.
See, I don't know how to handle these gap and go stocks. You know what I mean? Because then that's what I'm worried about. That fade stopping me out. And then if it does go, it's going to go without me.
Man, I would just love to see what criteria you need to actually make a trade. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I just like quiet.
I'm so excited.
I like quiet and depth. Right? Yeah, that's the way to do it, though. If you're aggressive, you just fire and stop worrying about anything. But I don't have a strict criteria. I wouldn't say it's a strict criteria because I played WeWork for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? I play fucking WeWork. So what kind of criteria do I have? I just like depth, quiet. Carvana. They reported, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, no. Car Gurus reported. You guys were telling me. Car Guru. K-Web. Let me see. K-Web.
John Smith, are you ready?
just some block action, Shank and K-Web here. I'll post them for you. You can see.
Are you ready, John Smith?
Negotiated blocks.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Oh, what was I posting? Twilio. Anybody like Twilio into earnings?
I mean, shit. According to all these other ones, man.
Well, listen. The good thing is if they come out with a better than expected number, you probably get a nice bump up. But if it's disappointing, they're going to do a UPST to it. They might end up buying that pullback. But if you like to play earnings, these things have been worth a shot. You put in what you're willing to lose, and you're rolling the dice. I mean, that's what you're doing anyway. I always wondered that. I wanted to try that. Like, if you manage your bankroll properly, okay, put in what you're willing to lose. Treat it like bowl games. Do you think you can make money net playing earnings? No way, right?
No. I don't even think you can make money. Forget about earnings. Forget about earnings.
No. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So in other words, if I told you, Lucci, listen, take 10 grand for each play, you put it in, you're willing to lose it all, and you play what you like options into earnings. You think you get buried?
Yeah, I think you get buried.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, you don't think you could finish over 500? Is what I'm saying. It's that difficult, right?
Maybe. It's hit or miss, bro. It's just hit or miss on that. It's hit or miss on that. Like for example, if you're gonna have seasons, right? So now if you bet on every single one of the art companies, you would have hit on every single one of them.
Yep.
And then the next season comes around and you got no hits.
You make the best point right there. You're so right. There's going to be one earning season where you get lumped up, it feels like every single time, and there'll be an earning season the complete opposite could happen, right? You're exactly right. That's why you got to stick to that system. I mean, I might test that out, believe it or not. A small amount just to see for shits and giggles.
NVIDIA tape is definitely looking weaker, but I wouldn't short this. I wouldn't short this at all. Roblox here, they're rolling here. They're buying the 43s. Roblox is the one I would buy. I'd buy anything.
Oh, there's your name right there. AMC put sweep.
What's up with that?
They love buying puts in this AMC. Love it.
Work at all.
They just love to buy puts in this thing. It's amazing. Looks like they're shutting down some call positions, spec call positions too in AMC. They're selling. Here are the lines in AMC. You don't understand that reverse split in AMC. They must have been like Santa Claus came down from the chimney, because now it gave them some room to buy more puts. Stock was going to like 50 cents without that reverse split. They reversed it, and then from 50, they've been buying puts all the way down again. And now it's at 10. Amazing.
Looking back at that Roblox here, you're trading about 160 here on the option. And remember, this
yeah, Shank, that's what I'm saying. Like, you really don't even have to hit 50%. That was the point I was trying to make. Like, you could hit 30% winners if you manage your bankroll properly in earnings, and you probably can come out profitable. I think. I'm just curious. But you have to stick to it. You can't, like Lucci was saying, you can't say, I think this earnings season is going to be bad, and you miss a good pack.
You got to just shoot. You have to shoot. Yeah. If you don't shoot, your whole system, that shit ain't going to work.
Exactly.
XOMCVX, let's do a little walk around the club. XOMCVX still selling off here. Let's take a look at UPST, trash. The Roblox here is an interesting name here because, again, just reported earnings.
Yeah, hey, you're right. Exactly. Nice and easy.
Has been beaten down. John Smith is saying to look at Microsoft. I mean, John Smith, you're very active today, bro. You got a lot of emotions today, bro.
Mr.
got
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Is that John Smith from Brad Pitt? John Smith?
Calm the fuck down there, buddy. John Smith.
He's a
You
man
know
of
what I mean?
action, John Smith.
Okay, calm down.
Take it easy.
New American is saying you need the premium for the options to be low enough to be paid enough when you're right. That's the issue. It's not only about being right, but by the return on the right, and that's the problem with earnings.
Yep.
It's a big problem with earnings here. Nvidia tape has definitely shifted a little bit. Is it?
Look
am I
at
going to
this
say
guy,
to the
Luke.
point?
IWM puts.
IWM post. Let's take a look at this guy. What do you got? What do you got for that one on there? Jesus.
I thought it was $1 million. It's 100. My bad. 108 grand. But I think IWM is at lows. Is it?
Yeah, IWM because of the banks and some of the other names and oil here. IWM has not been performing well at all.
Looks awful. These small caps, man. It's not even
at all.
Minor micro caps. It's the
yeah. All right, let's keep going on the walk around the club here. Let's take a look at that IWM bet here. Again, IWM obviously being the weaker of the indexes. Let's take a look at AMD. 114 on the AMD. Didn't go anywhere. GS here is up a point. Most names are down or up very small.
How about Boeing? Did it reverse yet? No. Yeah, flat.
No, my boy Chris over here is getting super emotional on his short.
Which one? I'll root for Mr. I'll live vicariously and root for him.
Take a look at the ARC. Take a look at the ARC. He was short Nvidia, but take a look at the ARC. ARC here also fading here because of the Tesla here. By the way, I have 500 shares of Eli Lilly. I'm still holding 500 shares of Eli Lilly.
Yeah, that looks okay. Actually, it's hanging out there.
Yeah. Other than that, let's take a look at that TTW. Oh, remember this one had the earnings here, crapped out off the earnings. Again, SPY here is just kind of dead. And as Silvers said in the chat room, which Silvers is one of our top traders here in the steam room, he's saying the IV is now incredibly low on all the SPX options. And usually when you see that, you get dun 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 nothing.
Oh, nothing.
You get nothing. So I think what I'm going to do is enter back my 10-minute sleep. Remember, we're coming up on the 10-minute mark. You guys should get your butts over into the actual steam room. That way you can get access to this all the time. Remember, we're coming off a huge move up. They're going to tighten the ranges here, fuck around with people. They'll widen them out, keep fucking around with people, and then we're going to get that move, Then we're going to get that move.
I think next week it's big expiration week. I think it get really interesting into expiration, post-expiration, right around that period.
Right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'll kick it back over to Jesus.
Thanks, pal.
And I'm going to take
what do you do? You sit right there and just close your eyes?
Yep.
That works?
Oh, yeah. Works like a charm.
It makes me more tired, it seems. I got to try that. GII put sweep. That covers earnings. It's a retail name. Let's put a little sound effects on. Now that Lucci and Ranchero are around to complain. I need my sound effects. I can't function. Just listen to Lucci and Ranchero run their mouth. No? I need the sounds of the game. It's like the ball crack off the bat. What else we got here? Some put sweeper activity starting to surface in underbelly names. Meaning not your high beta mega cap names.
Retest that holds, and we make the lower low signal find the downtrend as we start out.
Yeah.
Liquid futures
I'm still not
convinced.
convinced.
The Nasdaq Composite, which is in the red, the Russell 2000 down close to 0.75% now. Early session lows coming off there in the S&P futures. Still above the overnight electronically traded lows of around 43.87. 43.95.50 last. The Dow was up 40 or so points.
TP, interesting meaning, kind of to what Lucci was talking about, still making the point. Volatility's suppressed as we head into expiration. All right, so then once that option positioning comes unglued, you got the potential for things to loosen up. You got that right now, that high positive gamma out there, which creates the stickiness.
Okay. So SPY is red. I mean, pennies here, but we are red.
But crashing.
Yeah, my boy over here is just fucking. He
He's
gets
doing
so hyped up.
cartwheels.
He gets
He's
so
doing
hyped up.
cartwheels.
But meanwhile, we move like pennies.
Yeah, let him enjoy the game, will you? How old is Chrissy? Young or are you?
Nah, he's old, man. He's old.
All right, good for him. He still has that passion flowing.
What was the low?
A little put action.
What was the low from yesterday on SPY? It was like right here, wasn't it?
Let's see.
No, it was 436. It was 436. I remember.
Oh yeah, you got him wrong.
I remember.
I mean, we could possibly get there, right? And that might loosen things up a little bit. You don't think we have a shot even getting there?
Nah.
Nah. God damn it.
No.
So you think we're just going to be stuck here? If anything, float higher.
Yep.
God bless America.
I could check you out.
Ranchero caught me again. I pop shit. I talk shit about Ranchero when he's not here. He happens to catch me all the time. A rat bastard.
You rat.
He's got ears. He's got ears all over the place.
You know, I got ears. I hear things. I got ears.
I hear that.
Couple of mil here, couple of mil there.
Yeah, it's getting quiet here. There's not really much of any bearishness out there. The only thing again is that VVIX. I don't know who follows Matt. Where are you? You follow that Matt, the other Matt, not our Matt. What's usually VVIX a day? If front runs weakness possibly.
Yeah.
Max Payne. Yeah, lately, man, it's been shitty, Max Payne. But fuck you. And number two, send me your P&L right now for the last 2 years. What, you never have shitty times?
Well, I worked my way out that Airbnb trade yesterday.
Matt VVIX, as per our conversation in the past, usually could be a tell on weakness. What, by a day? The next session? Oh, it could be even longer, right? Yeah. That's the problem. That's the problem. Beyond.
Did you cover
Got some put action and beyond for numbers.
your puts?
I covered my puts. I got out of it. And I got out of it for that next leg down.
What's DKNG doing today? That thing's been on fire. Pull back?
Right.
Yeah, you're getting close to an upside niner there too, DKNG.
It just there.
I did cover my.
Yeah.
I got out of my Airbnb.
Well, I'll tell you this much. If we do not get some sort of fade before we head into next week, you're going to have Niners all over the yard. All over the yard. And SPX is one of them. SPX, for example, is on a 7 right now. So if we just hang around, we'll have an upside niner by, what's today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Downside niner to upside niner. Straight line. Amazing. Straight line. Look at that. Oh, you guys see that out there? Downside Niner
This
exhaustion.
would be where it is.
Upside Niner
This would be
exhaustion.
where it is. But that Tesla, man, they really took it to him, man. I mean, they got him down to 218 on this Tesla, so I'm not sure what to make out of this one.
What about NQ? Let's see. NQ, same thing, NQ.
BTC is back to 35.1. I don't think it means anything though.
It's just been chopping around there, right? Last week or so, Bitcoin. But no selling.
Yeah, it's been chopping around.
I saw some decent inflows. I posted yesterday. Has been coming in to Bitcoin the last few weeks. Probably off that ETF stuff. The hype.
Natalia, this is trash. This is trash. I am going to go to the Dominican spot early.
Yeah.
And get some nice.
Get your grub on, and then you got some time to sit on the bowl and do what you got to do after that.
Get some white rice, some beans.
Oh, beans. God.
Huh? Yo, and yeah, it's raining outside. It was raining. All right, SPY program down again, which again is going to be met with the same shit. Moving trader. If you look at WBD, man, WBD didn't look too hot, man. You know what I mean? So I would imagine Disney gets similar action here.
Yeah, WBD, Para, and I think the only good one I think was Comcast, and it was surprisingly not as bad as expected. I think everybody else was a disaster area.
1 minute here. We're gonna move over to the Steamroom.
You got some put sweeper activity coming into CLF, Cleveland, Cliff, Charlie, Larry, Frank.
Fuck. There's fucking materials, names, and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, the boys will put the details on the screen. Again, join us 8 hours, 9 hours a day, where we just cook up stuff. You know what I mean? And you never know when it's
cook it up. We give it some time to marinate when we need to.
Yeah, no. Some days obviously are not going to be.
Well, that's amazing. The marinating days.
Exactly. Other days are going to be, all of that. And then again, remember, you're getting access to data. It's not necessarily us here. All right.
Yeah,
so
that's the most important, honestly.
The data that you get access to, frankly, you don't even have to listen to us. We got people in there that mute everybody. They don't want to listen to anybody. They don't give a damn what anybody's doing. All they want is the data here.
Well, if you're more experienced and you already have an idea of what you want to do, you probably want to not listen to everybody and just look at the signals and apply it to what you're doing. But if you don't, I mean, your goal should be to try to learn, not follow, not mirror, but learn a little bit from each and every person and discover what style you may be comfortable with, right?
Indeed. And the data will support all types of trading strategies, equity trades, friggin' swing traders, scalp traders, you name it. It will support all of it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of different styles in the room here.
All right, guys. We'll see you in there. Have a great day, guys. I will be in Vegas tonight, so you won't see much of me for the next couple of days. But Jesus,
we're partners, right?
Jesus will be around.
Are we partners?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Tell me.
You got to stake me though. You got to stake me.
No, if you lose, send me the bill. Okay. But I got confidence in you. I think you're gonna make some money, and I get hash keys.
Shit. All right. Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Later.